Okay, so hey everybody, haven't seen you for a while. I'm back to work. This is my first paying job of 2024, and it's already January 31st, which is pretty sucky that it's gone this far before I even could get a load. So I don't know. But I'm in Oklahoma City. I'm almost in Oklahoma City, and I'm getting ready to pick up a little cargo trailer that I'm going to take home with me tonight. Then I'm going to get home or go early in the morning and haul it down to Odessa, Texas. So that's my big deal I'm doing now. So I'm actually pretty excited to have a paying job because I haven't had anything since before Christmas. It's been almost 6 weeks. Yeah, I think it's been 6 weeks of no paychecks, which kind of hurts, to be honest. I mean, you know, I'm really good about squirreling away money, and it's a damn good thing too because we've had no trucking income for that long. But I've had trucking expenses, ironically enough, because I had to pay my insurance on this truck, which was, you know, close to $2,500. That's for the whole year, but still, I mean, it's crazy expensive, ridiculous. So I'm actually debating, if things don't pick up real well between now and March, I may just sell the truck and retire again, and then put more of my eggs into eBay type stuff, reselling. And because that's been, although I'm not making a butt ton of money doing it, it's been relatively steady, and it's helped us get through when there's been no trucking money. So, you know, the expenses are lower. So this could be a change in the future, in the near future. Don't know yet. We kind of talked about it. We want to give it another month or so and see how things go. But if this is going to be this slow, if the economy is so bad that I can't get at least 2 good jobs a month, there's no point in me spending all that money for this insurance. So my insurances combined for this business run me about $6,000 a year, and then all of the other expenses on top of that. So, you know, it may not even be worth doing this anymore. We'll see. Give it a bit. But I'm open to the idea anyway. So honestly, you know, I'm not getting any younger, which is kind of pretty plain for everybody to see. You know, and you know, with Bill's situation, I don't want to be gone all the time anyway, so it might be that this might be my last month or two of trucking, for at least for a while. And I'm probably going to say probably forever, but I said that last time when I retired in 2014, and it wasn't forever. You know, one of those deals. Sorry guys, if you don't take your turn when it's there, you're going to lose it. That's the way it works. So we'll see if this trailer's ready to pick up. The last time I came up here to this particular place to get a trailer, it was supposedly ready. It was going to go to Iowa. And it turned out it wasn't ready. It wasn't even remotely ready. So I was sent on a wild goose chase, and it cost me the diesel to get up here and back. I mean, yeah, not that much, but still it was, 30 or 40 bucks. Probably 40 bucks. Anyway, 45 of diesel that I lost on that deal. And then they never did ship that trailer as far as I know. So I didn't get to recoup my losses on that one either. So I'm kind of skeptical about this. This is supposed to be ready, but we know that it's this particular company that doesn't exactly, one hand doesn't know what the other hand's necessarily doing for some reason. So if this turns out to be a second event in a row where I don't get to pick up the trailer, I won't be coming back up here to this particular location. I'm not going to keep running up here for nothing. I'll give them this chance, but they're not getting a third chance if they blow this one. But we'll see. Try and be open-minded about it. The problem up here is they had a really good guy running this store, and I didn't mind coming up here at all because he had it all under control, and he had everybody, all the guys in the yard would come out and help you hitch up and everything. Well, he went down to Texas to a different store, to a different company altogether. He got hired away from him up here. And I actually ran into him down there when I delivered a trailer down in South Texas. He's working down there now. So the guy that they put in charge here doesn't exactly run it the same way. Now, I'm not going to totally criticize him because I don't know what he's up against. But the last 2 times I've been up here, it's been kind of a shit show. Time before last I got the trailer, but it was only after like an hour and a half delay and all kinds of problems because they didn't know what was going where, didn't have it ready. The yard guys were no help whatsoever. And then the last time, of course, I came up to get a trailer here and it just wasn't ready, and they didn't bother telling anybody it wasn't ready. I guess they figured it wasn't their problem, or whatever. But it was my problem because I drove up here for nothing. So we'll see how it goes today. I'm going to go in with a good attitude, but also with the firm understanding that if they screw this up today, I'm done delivering for them. They'll have to send somebody else up here who has more patience for bullshit. And I don't have much patience for that these days. So, but we'll see how it goes, because we're almost there. Half mile. So we will find out. I don't know if I'm impressed right off the bat or not. They got a trailer blocking their driveway. What that's about. Huh. Oh boy. Out here because I don't know where the hell to park now. I've never seen this place this busy. All right, here we go. Figure it out. Oh, better take my ID with me. Last time I was in here, they wanted my ID. Like they don't know me, right? Don't know that I've got a CDL. Yeah, something like that. All right. is well in the trailer hauling world at the moment. Knock on wood. Alright. Oh, he's even going to take that one out of my way. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, these art guys here are good. I've always liked that about this place. Okay. And we're off and running. Well, kind of, sort of, anyway. A little ways. We're not going to run very far tonight. I'm just going to go home. Fenders on these trailers are cut to where they have a slight incline toward the trailer. So when I'm looking back, it almost looks like the tires are out of alignment, but it's not. It's the way that outer edge of the fender is cut. Things are not always what they look to be. Sometimes they just are what they are. Got a big old cluster here. We've got a whole line of trucks trying to come out of this yard, whatever this yard is. And we got a light up here that's slowing everybody down because the lane is, we're losing the right lane up here, so everybody's having to come over in this lane. Kind of a cluster up here, a little bit. I'm not even going to criticize that guy. I would do the same thing if I was him, if I could. If somebody would let me out. I'll let the next one out if this guy in the blue truck doesn't do it. I can. No, too much traffic. I'll just go ahead and go. Next guy behind me can let him out. I'd have to sit here and block the guy behind me, which may not have pleased him very much to let that guy out. So, with the opposing traffic coming at us. Sometimes I have good intentions that don't get very far. Have you noticed that? I want to be nice, I really do. Sometimes you got to balance being nice with pissing off everybody behind you too, needlessly. This is just an unfortunate group of circumstances that are jamming this light up so bad. So we're going to get out of this cluster. As well as we're able. So get out of here. And here's hoping I don't get pulled over before I get out to Oklahoma City. So it wouldn't be the first time. Uh-oh. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. It sounded like something fell over in my toolbox, but I locked my toolbox door, I'm pretty sure. So there shouldn't be the door falling open. Either that or something on that trailer flexed and banged. It was a weird sound. A little strange. A little bit weird. Nothing looks weird. It just sounded weird. What that noise was. I suspect it was the trailer flexing and the steel side on it popping, though. If it wasn't something falling over in my toolbox. Very weird. I'm not seeing anything strange at all. Nothing open. Sometimes you just have that. You'll hear weird things that you can't entirely identify. You know, it's just part of it. Got a lot of moving parts going here. I think what that was, I think I set a hitch up on its side in the toolbox, getting the other one out. I think it fell over is what I really think that was. So it felt like it was in the bed of the truck to me. Didn't feel like it was the trailer or like it was in the cab or under the hood or anything. It felt like it was back there. Could kind of feel it through the frame. So I'm not too concerned with it at the moment. Just make sure my door's locked. It is. Okay. Shut anyway. It's not hanging open. Pretty sure. Yeah. All right. Rush hour is so much fun. School rush hour is what this is. After school rush hour. Not quite after work rush hour. There go, little van. You're not going to go? Well, I'm going to go. You don't go when it's your turn. You lose it. Sorry. That van to the left of me had the right of way to go, but they were, I don't know, not paying attention, I guess. Playing tiddlywinks instead of driving? I don't know. But they missed their chance. Due to either not being prepared or a lack of attentiveness. This is fun. This is actually really kind of fun, pulling this trailer through these squinchy cones in this little cone zone here. There have been a couple of places where these cones have only been maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 feet apart, which makes it a little tight. You know. And in places, some of them have been out of place, making it like this one here, making it more like 9 feet apart. I missed that one by about an inch. Those two actually about an inch on either side. Hey, sometimes you just gotta, you know, grit your teeth and go. Can't take all day getting through this stuff, even if it's scary and squinchy. You just gotta trust that you're centered up, keep an eye on things, try and pay attention to where you're at in the lane. That's where spatial awareness really helps with driving, especially when you're pulling trailers, especially when you're driving wider vehicles. Your average passenger vehicle is not anywhere near as wide as like a truck with a flatbed on the back of it. So I'm considerably wider, like I'm probably 1.5 feet wider than that little white car, just because of the configuration of this truck. And if you're driving something that's this much wider and you're not aware of where you're at in the lane, you know, if you're hanging over the center lane or if you're, you know, scrunching over into the next guy over's lane, you can cause some problems. In really tight areas like this, I try to run an inch inside of both lines, and that's about where my outside tires of the trailer are at right now. About an inch or two inside of both of the lane lines. Sometimes that's the best you can do. It's widening out here now. I've got about 6 inches on either side now. But lanes aren't always the same width. They're not uniform necessarily as you go down the road. I mean, like if you're on the interstate, they're probably pretty close. But if you're if you're in a residential area or you're going through like this, a new construction zone or whatever, and they've laid down a lot of temporary lanes or just new lane markings or whatever, sometimes they're really off. And I mean, no matter how bad the lanes are painted, you're still required by law to keep your vehicle in your lane and not be slopping all over everybody else's lanes. You know, it's just how it's supposed to be. What I'll do, since I saw it on the way up, the cheapest fuel around right now is in Amber. And it's real easy for me to get in at Amber with a little short trailer like this. So I'll stop in there and top off my diesel. So I can leave in the morning pretty full. It won't be completely full because Amber is still, I don't know, 35 miles from the house. It's about halfway home from where I picked this up. There we go. Really look. Okay, yeah, my toolbox is definitely closed. Nothing's weird back there. like having mirrors that you can adjust, side mirrors from inside the cab. It hasn't been that long since I drove a truck where you had to get out and adjust them. That's the way the red Ford is. You have to get out and adjust those. But with the red Ford, it's a little different because you actually can tighten them down so that they stay where you put them. They don't tend to move once they're set if you lock them in. But like if you're trying to see anything different, you have to get out and actually readjust them. So I really like the modern convenience of being able to do that from inside the cab. It's a nice feature. Actually the mirrors on this truck, the side mirrors, they're pretty good. They are pretty good, but they're not as fancy as the side mirrors on the 2015 Ford, because I can, with the push of a button, I can fold those mirrors in. To fold these in, I have to actually reach out there and pull them in manually. You know. So if I'm going through a real squinchy spot like at the bank or whatever, if I'm in this truck, I have to actually manually pull my mirrors in if I'm worried about, hitting anything. The Ford just makes it really super easy. Push a button and they fold in. Push a button and they fold back out. It's pretty great, actually. Okay, this is Mustang, Oklahoma. We're in right now. And we're on Sarah Road, which is Highway 4, I want to say. Actually, south of here, I think it turns into Highway 4. And if I wanted to, I could head straight on down from here and connect up with the interstate. I don't want to. I'm not going to do that because I'm too cheap. They raised the rates considerably when they put their new system in place. And I don't feel like paying their rates unless it's going to actually benefit me somehow to do it. And it really doesn't. I mean, I won't burn as much fuel taking the back way home because I'm not running it, 75, 80 miles an hour for one thing. I don't have to dodge people in crazy traffic so much on smaller highways like you would have to do on the turnpike. And it's it's a stress factor too, because you get up there with all the people driving crazy. That's very stressful. So I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to take the back roads and enjoy myself. There's no hurry anyway because I'm only going home. I mean, if I was going to go on down to Odessa, I still wouldn't be in a hurry because I can't deliver it till tomorrow anyway. You know what I mean? So at night, instead of driving halfway down there and then stopping and paying for a motel or sleeping in the truck, which is miserable, I'm just going to go home, get a good sleep, and get up and go early in the morning and take it on down and deliver it. And I don't have to get up at 2 or 3 in the morning and go super, super early because this isn't like a rush job as far as I know. It's just a regular. Nobody has said anything about, we need it by 8 o'clock or anything. And if they did, they should say so, because then I would make other arrangements and I would make sure I got it there by that time. But as it is, I can comfortably get it there by 10 or 11 and not have to get up, too terribly early in the morning to get it done. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a little less aggressive this year with my deliveries than I have been in the past. I'm just not that just not that worried about it. And like I say, I'm debating retiring anyway. That day is definitely coming, because if we can get by it just fine without me doing this and being gone a lot and having all the expenses involved with it, and I can stay home and work, at something else for us, not going to work for somebody else, but doing my own thing. I don't really have too many arguments why I shouldn't just do that. I'm getting pretty good at doing the estate sale picking thing. I've been learning, the whole time I've been doing that. So I've been doing that not quite a year. But, I've learned a lot about what not to buy and what to look for, things like that. So I think I'm going to just kind of transition out of this and slide into that. Because, our big yard sale season is evidently just starting. There was a sign back there for an estate sale, and there's a yard sale tomorrow down in our neck of the woods. So spring is here, evidently. People are ready to get back to doing their yard sales and their estate sales. And I'm kind of, I kind of like that, working from home. Now, it's true I won't be out making this kind of video if I do that. But what I will do is I'll transfer my cameras over to the other truck and go do fun videos, like cool places to go look at. Because I'll be able to do that then. We'll have the ability to actually, go and look at like tourist attractions or whatever, historical places, things like that. So I may transition more into that from the trailer hauling business, well, obviously if I retire, it won't be trailer hauling videos anymore, which I guess is probably kind of okay, because how much of the trailer do you actually see? You can see the front of it right here. So I don't think it's what I'm pulling that actually makes the videos. I think it's what's out in front of me, the scenery that we see. And I can do that anywhere, literally, just take a trip someplace interesting and shoot it and put up a video. So I don't have to have the trailer behind me to be able to still do that. It's probably true that I've already made up my mind to retire. It's just a matter of how soon. And I would like to get at least a few good checks banked before I do. And that'll give me a buffer. It'll just beef up the bank accounts a little bit, which is always a good thing, because the last 6 weeks haven't really depleted it totally, but with all the insurances I had to pay, I paid out a lot more. I paid out almost $8,000 in total insurance for everything, between the house, all the vehicles, this truck, my work insurance, my trucking insurance, and all that was about $8,000. So that was a big hit on the bank account. Big hit. And if I retire soon, I can recoup about $5,000 of that, plus sell this truck. So it's one of those deals. Or maybe not sell this one, maybe sell the Ford. I don't know. Have to think that one over. So it would be tempting to keep this and maybe sell the Ford. I have to run that one by Bill. This truck's actually got more room in it, and it, it's extremely useful. I don't know. Have to kick that one around too. I don't know. I'm not going to decide that. That'll be something I think I'll leave to Bill. Probably sell this one. Realistically, this one's got double the mileage on it that the Ford has. And we don't really need another 1-ton if I don't, especially if I don't sell the Ford 1-ton. And I've been thinking about doing that. I've been thinking about selling it because, you know, I mean, I'm not driving it. We did take it in and had the drive shaft all worked on. And I'm not sure if it got rid of the vibration in it or not. I think it did. Bill's not so sure, which makes me not so sure, but I think it got rid of it. But the question is, you know, do we really need it? And the answer to that is no, we don't need that truck. I mean, I love that truck. I think it's a fun truck to drive. It's a cool truck. It's the coolest looking truck I've ever owned. But is that alone enough to actually keep it and then have to still, you know, it's still got to be tagged and insured and all that, and is it worth it if I'm not going to drive it unless I just drive it as my daily driver, which I could. I've thought about doing that actually, you know, not hauling trailers with it, just driving it as my regular truck. So I don't know, do not know. I don't know where this is all going to go, but isn't that kind of the way life is anyway? I mean, who does actually know what their future is going to hold? I mean, I could wake up dead tomorrow, you know, to be realistic about it. Not to be morose or maudlin, but to be realistic, we don't know. We don't have crystal balls. Because I don't have a crystal ball. Can't foresee the future. And, you know, each and every one of us, we could die in 10 minutes or we could live to be 110. We just don't know. It's things that are unknowable. And at this point in my life, I don't have that many, like, plans of, you know, various stuff that I think I need to get done. It's more like, okay, I'm in a good spot, pretty much. Physically, thank God. I'm in a pretty good spot mentally. I haven't lost it yet. And to me, that's a pretty good spot. You know, if you lived 65 years on this planet and you haven't lost your marbles yet, you're okay, I think. Ask me again ask me later if I've lost them or not. I could lose them yet. But you know, we've got our living expenses as low as we can get them, pretty much. And, you know, by design. So we don't have a mortgage anymore. We don't have excess property anymore that is costing us more money. None of that. It's just basic. Roof over our heads. Little piece of land. We can have a garden if we want to. We've got a greenhouse. We can, you know, grow whatever. So we can fend for ourselves a lot, quite a bit. You know, we have the ability to do that. But we'll see how it goes. Because, to be honest, after being home since before Christmas, I mean, it's been 6 weeks, I think, 6 or 7 weeks maybe, that I've been sitting at home. I like being at home. I really like it. I like not feeling like I've got to have my phone with me every second of the day because I might get a call to go to work, you know. I like the freedom from that. Although it's not a bad thing, you know, if I'm, you know, honest about it, it's not like I stress out over it very much. I've gotten to the point where I just carry the phone in my pocket, and if I get a text, I get a text. If I don't, I don't worry about it. But at the same time, it's always in the back of my mind, well, let's see, should I do this today? Or, well, I better not because I might get called to work. And it keeps me from doing stuff that I otherwise might do, just on the chance that I'd have to drop it and leave and go to work like I did today. Okay, I'm gonna turn over here just a little bit. Here's the trailer I just delivered. This little cargo trailer right here that you can't hardly see because of the sun being directly in our faces. So I woke up last night earlier than I planned to, and decided pretty quickly that I wasn't going to get back to sleep. So I just went ahead and got on the road and got this thing in here early. So we'll see if I get anything else for the trip back. But anyway, at least I got one job done. This is my first job since before Christmas, so hallelujah. I'm actually making a little money today, so what do you know? Oh, by the way, good morning. It is Thursday, February 1st, 2024. And by golly, I am getting out of Odessa. Seriously. As fast as I can. Midland, Odessa is a mess. And if I have to come in here, like leaving as immediately as humanly possible. And my camera's all screwed up, that's why I keep dinking around with it here. Sorry about that. So it remains to be seen if my load guy will find me anything else for today. I don't even care at this point. I'm just going to head home. I've got enough time to get home, so I might as well do it. And I'll just be glad to get out of here once again. If I can get out this way. I don't know if I can or not. Maybe. Looks like maybe. Like it's a maybe I can. I don't think I've ever come out this way before. Oh, I can't get out this way. Damn it to hell. Okay, I'm stuck in fucking Odessa. This kind of thing just pisses me off to no end. All right, well, I can't get out here that way. Pretty clear. I don't think I can get out of here going down that way either. I can't get on the interstate from here, even to get out that way. I think what I'll do is run back up to this next. There's an exit up here to my east that I'm pretty sure is still torn up and closed off, but if I can get up there, I can go the back way out of town. What a pain in the ass. God. Anyway. I got tickled where I dropped that trailer off. They had a dog out there and they were throwing the ball for the dog. And the dog was like, throw it again. Just like Molly and Tuck do. You know, dogs. They're happy to play anywhere, anytime. The attention's great for them. All right. I'll try this. See if I can escape this way. Might be able to. Might, maybe. So anyway, yesterday I went and picked up this trailer, and I came part of the way down with it last night. Finished it off today. Or, well, this morning. Early this morning. So I'll be glad to get home. I kind of hope that's the only job I get this week, because I haven't been working for so long that this has been really rough on me. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of beat, and I haven't been doing that much. But I've gotten used to sitting at home, hanging out, just doing my stuff there. It's not always good, because I can be super lazy, and I've been super lazy for the past month. Extremely lazy. The closest thing to work that I've done, which was not hauling trailers because there weren't any to be hauled, was going out and sourcing stuff to sell on eBay, which is not exactly work. I mean, it's kind of work, but it's not, It's not like a super intense deal where you work all day at it. You go to a sale or whatever and look around and get what you want and leave. And that's kind of the extent of it. Well, that's what I've been doing for a while. Damn, that's a deep hole. Ugh. Luckily, I just caught the very edge of it instead of falling in it. That would have busted my axle or screwed up my fresh alignment job. Seriously. I've been coming down here delivering stuff off and on since 2011. And these roads have just gotten shittier and shittier and shittier. And they've all been torn up and under construction for as long as I can remember. I don't remember coming into Odessa and not having to deal with construction, traffic jams, delays, slowdowns, giant craters in the road. I mean, it's just, I've never, as far as I know, in recent memory, this town has not had good roads. The interstate going through it is not good. It's being torn up and redone, and has been being torn up and redone for 20 years or so. The service roads on the side of the interstate are torn up, and some of them are being redone. So some of them are closed, like this one up at the next intersection, I think, is plumb closed. I think they tore it all out. Well, if they're going to put it back in or not, it remains to be seen. But what a nightmare. The roads in this town have always been horrible since I've been coming here. Now, maybe at some time they were nice before that. I can't speak to that. All I can tell you is since at least 2011 they've sucked, and they suck worse now. So it's bad. Seriously bad roads. Look at the holes in this road. Oh my God. That's gotten exponentially worse since the last time I was here. This whole stretch in here is coming apart. Seriously coming apart. It looks like it's caving in underneath, actually. I don't know if it's sand under here, if it's compacted clay. Whatever it is under there, the road base is shot to hell. God. I really don't want to tear up my fresh alignment. Really don't. I had to wait like a couple months to get it in to get it done to begin with. to the guy that Bill says actually knows what he's doing. And I guess he does, because he was busy. He's always busy, I guess. Well, that little shit. You're a jerk, you little shit in the red car. I don't know if you saw that or not. He jetted out in front of that truck, stealing his right of way. Some people are just beyond jerks. Some people are utter and complete little assholes. Okay, so that's still torn up over there. This is my best chance of getting out of here without too much trouble, I think. I can't tell what these people are doing. I need a green arrow where I can go. I'm not going to get killed by somebody in that other lane who's coming straight across. I'll try not to anyway. Okay, I think I got it. If I didn't think I got it, I wouldn't have pulled out into it. So yeah. Man, these people drive like maniacs in Odessa. Midland, Odessa. It's like lunatic city, and I ain't kidding. Look at this guy coming out. I don't even know where he's coming out of. Who knows? He's coming clear over. He's cutting straight across the road. And just running over everybody. Blocking everybody. It's awesome. I can see why people drive like they do here, because it's utterly frustrating. It's gridlock 24/7, especially up at this intersection here. For some reason, it's just horrible. So I totally get why people drive like they do here. If I had to drive here all the time, I'd probably drive like an asshole too. You get tired pretty quickly of just getting run over by people, you know, cut off, run over, blocked, you name it. It would get old really quick. Got a guy up my ass, like I'm supposed to, you know where I'm going, I guess. He's assuming a lot. That's all I can say. Assuming a lot. I can't remember how far up here I have to go before I can get across the railroad tracks. There used to be roads going across here, but they've cut off a bunch of them with all their construction stuff. So getting out of here might be interesting, but that's okay. We'll just
New text message from Rodney Star Loadmaster.
You are welcome, and thank you. Okay. That's fine. He doesn't have anything for me, evidently. Kind of a relief, actually. Okay, well, I'm afraid there's not going to be all that much scenery here in Midland, so I think I'll cut from this to maybe when we get into some scenery, when we get back up out of all this mess down here. So I will see you in a bit.